I think
All sorts of sports.
just like the viewers won't know what you just said, but like I feel like that's
comfortable for
very. I'm a little shook still.
Good.
Like it's
Keep
not
you on
that
your
you
toes.
said that,
That's
but it's more so like the way you just did that.
is that a voice memo? Was that
Yeah, voice note.
you know how like
Jay-Z
on Fox,
rapping.
you know, like Fox Sports, they do like there's da-da-da, but when the injury happens, they play it all small, like very somber. Like This is what you're getting.
Oh, okay.
All sorts of sports.
There we go. Welcome to a new episode of All Sorts of Sports. We're here.
Kind of. Certain topics y'all fuckers don't like to talk about.
Listen. We want to talk about the things that matter to the people. And so we try and
certain
cover
types
that.
of people in certain areas of the world.
Like me.
No third world country shit. No, I'm joking.
Oh God.
This is going to be an NBA heavy pod. Obviously, playoffs are in full swing. We're probably like a game away from just the conference final starting. And we've got two teams have already punched their ticket. The Heat beat the Sixers. The Warriors beat the Grizzlies in 6 as well. Let's start with the Warriors and the Grizzlies. They won like last night or the other night, whenever you're watching this. Game 6, Clay. We got an appearance from Game 6. Clay showed up at 30 points. What is happening?
You've lost all control, sir.
I want to play the voice no response.
I don't.
But we would get copyrighted, so I can't do it.
I don't think.
I'll do it. I'll show you after the pod. Go ahead, continue.
Okay. Warriors beat the Grizzlies in 6. Game 6, Clay showed up. Steph didn't have a great game, but he kind of helped at the end. Wiggins had Wiggins had a really good game. So it
was in 6, right?
Yep. And I had Warriors in 6.
You had them in 5.
Nope. I took a screenshot when you said that. I went back and looked. I'll send it to you right now.
All right, cool.
But I had Warriors in 6.
The one I put in the chat, I think, said 5. But okay, cool.
I definitely had the Warriors in 5. And if you go back to my original, I had the Warriors beating the Timberwolves in 5. So you can see how accurate I was as far as that shit goes. The Warriors, look, they're after Game 5, which we talked about it a little bit on the pod. We did we pod after Game 5? No, right? No, that physically doesn't make sense. No, we were talking via text. That was a drubbing of the most historic proportions, and it literally just felt like they either did not give a shit or something was clearly very, 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 very wrong. And that they proved it was all good. They just needed that game to like have that one game and not giving a shit. And they were good to go. Yeah, I mean, like way beforehand, I said that if I was looking at any teams from the West that I thought could slip in there to win it all would be Golden State. That still wasn't
there. The fuck
slip in there. Yeah.
Hey, I'm standing true. The East is winning the chip. They're winning the chip.
Who did you think was coming out of the East?
Milwaukee. They might not get past Boston, but I also think Boston, Milwaukee, honestly. And I heard what's the name? Was it Steve Jobby was talking on the during the East game earlier last night. The East Coast teams, the Eastern Conference teams, I think are a lot more battle tested than anything coming out of the West right now. I really do.
You think there's an Eastern Conference team that's more battle tested than the Warriors?
Yes.
Ooh. What is your definition of battle tested?
Coming up against absolute monster teams with superstars that can fucking
you just
win
mean
it
in
all.
The current season right now, like
in the current season right now, yeah, of course. But because we're talking about battle tested as a whole, Brooklyn should have been further than they got, but it's not. That's not what we're counting as. We're like, look, what it is that they've had to come. I look at Boston and I see what they can do defensively. I see what they look like as an overall team. They're fucking great. If Boston wins this series, then they had to take on the best player in the world, which is Giannis. who clearly showed again he's the best player in the fucking world. Win or loss, he's clearly the best player in the fucking world. Mm-hmm. Then if Milwaukee wins without Chris Middleton, they beat a Boston team that's defensively one of the greats. And outside of that, have a rising superstar in Jason Tatum, who even showed last night that he's absolutely a rising superstar, right?
Who had the most wins in the NBA this year?
I never cared. That was Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
And if we're looking at the Eastern Conference, Miami did. But I don't give a shit about that because what are you doing with that? You're beating up against other opponents in your conference, and sorry, the West kind of sucked ass.
I don't agree. I think it's an East Coast bias. That's what I'm gonna go with. So, cool. Like you didn't see the games in the West.
I don't think the West Coast. Okay, so I don't think the West Coast sucked ass. I'll say that. I think it was weaker this year in terms of like a continuous like health like of like their quality players and stuff. Like obviously the Nuggets
were healthy.
They missed MPJ and Jamal Murray their entire season, right? Nobody really gives a shit about the Jazz, so nobody really counts them as a juggernaut of anything. But like
the Lakers were the Lakers.
They're usually regular season warriors. The Lakers were Basura this year, but even if they weren't, AD was hurt, Braun was hurt, so that didn't matter. Luka doesn't have a real number two that puts fear in you, so nobody really cared. Like nobody really vaults Dallas up there, even though Luka is up there as a talent. He's in the top 5, top 6, 7, whatever you want to say. So like I don't think people view them as a threat. Golden State.
I'd like to see somebody try to guard Brunson. I would like to see somebody try to guard Brunson in the paint. But if we win,
he's been giving Chris Paul some work. But I'm not. Let me get to that in a little bit.
Right. My bad.
And so, like with Phoenix and Golden State, though, they've been the 2 perennial powerhouses in the West. The only issue with Golden State was Draymond missed a month and a half, and Steph missed a month and a half too. But I feel like if they don't miss that time, then you've got those 2 teams in the West because Chris Paul missed time too. You've got basically Phoenix and Golden State in the West in that tier by themselves. And then there's the rest of the West that's like kind of jumbled up in there, unless Luka thrones them niggas. And then you got to put Dallas in there for this year. But in the East, it was more of a like a back and forth. But if we're going to be honest, we can't say that it was stronger because Brooklyn is ass. Brooklyn was ass. Like we can't.
I'm not saying Brooklyn is ass. No, I think
I'm cool saying Brooklyn is ass because I'm looking at results. Brooklyn was ass.
Oh no. We're hold on. So this is where I'm coming down to. There's 2 different conversations I think that are happening right now simultaneously. Maybe you are putting them together, but my response was to what y'all were saying as far as regular season compared to what happened in this postseason. So like if I'm looking regular season Brooklyn, so we're taking early half of the season was Harden actually playing. Kyrie, when he could play, was playing. And when Brooklyn was at full strength early on, looked great. Even after the trade happened and Ben wasn't playing, but when they had Seth Curry in there actually playing the games, and when the vaccine mandates started letting up, Brooklyn looked fucking good. Like there were moments where we were all sitting here. All of us had Brooklyn going a lot further than was based on what we saw in the regular season and the superstar talent that they had on that roster. It just came to that playoff series. They literally just did not show up to play. And I don't think that it's necessarily even indicative of their talent level as much as they were just checked out of that fucking series from the get-go.
I think it was the talent level, to be honest, and coaching. I think it was talent and coaching because to me, they looked good at points in the season. And then they also looked like, damn, like even down the stretch, it's like, oh, good win. And then it's like, you lost to this team by 30. And then like you watch ESPN and Jalen Rose is talking about, this is what I'm talking about. They don't play defense. And he said it. I didn't believe him. I'm saying I was wrong. Brooklyn wasn't there. They weren't one of those teams for me because they didn't show it in the postseason. I think we overrated them because they have KD and Kyrie. And if you look at the way that team was formed because of their injuries, they didn't have Joe Harris. And they like had a couple other injuries. But if you look at the way the teams are formed, they don't have any defense. They don't have a good defensive player on the team.
Ben was supposed to do.
Right.
And that's the impression that was coming back. That's why we was like, all right. He's coming back. Cool.
But he wasn't there.
We're going to put him up there, but he wasn't there.
And that's fair. All I'm saying is that if I'm looking at the East, even beyond Brooklyn, which I still think we're talented.
Let me get to that. Yep. Philadelphia 76ers.
Ass.
Harden was always, I said this before, Harden is always Harden. Harden's always going to be Harden in playoffs. He did what Harden, I told you guys this when we did the first round. I was like, no, it's not the first round. It's going to have it in the second round.
That's true.
And it did. Yeah, it did. So How is that a juggernaut or anything? No. Is Miami a juggernaut? No. They're a good team. They're a good team. That's it. I would say Miami is like Dallas, except they don't have a Luka type of player. That's the difference. They're like Dallas. They're built like
Dallas.
I like Miami's role players a lot more.
Miami? Hold on, you said Miami's like Dallas?
Yeah, they're built like Dallas in the sense that they don't have it's not completely the same. But
they're a better team than Dallas is. They just don't have a Luka.
Yes. It's team. It's more team.
It's a team. It's a good team.
If y'all give me Miami's roster and we swap Jimmy Butler and Luka, I'm happy.
Of course you're fucking happy.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is.
But I think I say that to say if we look at it, let's just look at the top 5 teams. If we look at it rosters, two of the best rosters are in the West. Then you maybe have 3 in the East, and then after that, it's like kind of close after that, like 15.
But that's my thing is that closeness to me is really close. And the thing with the West all fucking year has been whether or not Golden State will get healthy enough to be right. It's basically waiting the whole fucking season for, right? Or and Phoenix just being clearly the best overall team in the NBA. I get that. They're the best regular season team in the NBA. I'm just I was waiting for the Chris Paul or Devin Booker, one of them to get fucking hurt comes playoff time. It was going to be what it is. I still stand pat that I still think when I'm looking at the series, when I'm looking at what happened in the regular season, when I'm looking at what these guys had to face, when I'm looking at where does the power dynamics of the top echelon of the teams were, I still think the Eastern teams have been more battle tested than what we've seen in the West this season.
Okay.
Battle testing is good is different. So
I'd agree with that.
Cool.
Let me ask you this, and then we'll move on and actually talk about like the game. Is Miami beating either Phoenix or Golden State?
Or Dallas?
Dallas.
No, I'm just going Phoenix or Golden State.
Phoenix.
That's fucked up.
Miami.
No, it's not about that, James. I got a point I'm making. No, it's not about that.
I was hurt.
No, it's not about that. Because in
a 7-game series, I say yes.
They're beating.
I say yes. I think Miami.
No.
I like Miami.
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay. I'm with you, James. That's all.
I know. I look. I love Eric Spoelstra as far as his coaching ability, and I love that team. And I think what it is they're doing and how they're playing.
To be honest, this goes with K-Dot before. He's not changing his stance because you remember he said whatever team comes out the East will beat whoever comes out the West.
Even though State's just gonna have to win it all, and
even though it's bullshit
in K-Dot's face. Okay.
Hey, look, but here, remember, because I pat my shit. I said the only team that can slip on through is Golden State. So
all right, and if Dallas wins it all, then what?
If Dallas wins it all, then fuck the West.
Wins it all.
The teams were weaker than I thought. And then I still think Luka loses the finals.
I think Luka beats Giannis in the finals.
I think there's not a snowball chance in hell if Chris Middleton comes back that Luka's beating fucking Giannis in the goddamn finals.
Look at our records against all these teams you're talking about.
Huh?
We'll see. They got to get to the game 7s and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But I was like, I pray to God we.
But I want to give Memphis some shine real quick. And speak to their potential as a team. Like they played their asses off. They played Golden State tough. Like they led in the series more than Golden State did. It was one of those series where you can tell that they're coming. Like next year they might make the finals, right? But I think there needs to be there needs to be growth from Ja Morant. On defense. Here's why I think they were able to compete with Golden State more in these games than people like that maybe surprised some people. Is because their weakest defensive player is out. Golden State can't pick on their weakest defensive player. That's what I think happened. Because Jordan Poole was giving that nigga work in game 3.
But guess what?
He was working him.
That's the same shit that's happened all year. They were like 19 or 26-2 or some shit like that.
And in a sense that right. And they're kind of like a Boston where it's like they turn into a Boston level team defensively where it's like, hey, we ain't got no weakness now. Like you got to drag until they're playing Steven Adams, which you're dragging him out to the perimeter. But even then they still kind of play good team defense, right? Or you're dragging Brandon Clark out to the perimeter a little bit. But I just want to shout out to, and I love Brandon Clark. He is good. I like Bane. I think if Bane can get to like a really good level defensively, if he can become an all-star, they can become a really championship caliber team. Jaren Jackson can stop fucking fouling all the time. They become a really championship caliber team. I would love to see Jaren Jackson in like a Dallas or some shit like that. He'd be great for them. But he just has to stop fucking fouling all the time. He's good for Memphis too, but I don't know if they
Mitchell Robinson.
I don't know if he'll stay. But we'll see. Memphis, I just wanted to shout them out, man. They're a really talented young team.
Yeah, and Dillon Brooks has to stop playing basketball like football.
That's true. Like a football player plays basketball.
Yeah. Like that's legit what he is. And I'm glad that he was getting shine, because then people started to bring up that old college highlight of him flopping so terribly, where he got hit and then he waited a second and then just jumped in the air like K-Dot's gonna kill me. You remember Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, the first one, when he was like, "This is where you fall now"? That was him.
Not a bad reference.
Thank you.
That's a grade A reference.
That was good.
That's a grade A
reference. One of the best. And when you first said Johnny Cage, I thought you were going to go like more about Annihilation, like the first 5 minutes. And I was like, that would have been a problem.
I still like that movie though.
No, you don't.
Nostalgia.
Why'd you ruin it?
Nostalgia. Like, relax. I like all Mortal Kombat.
No, actually, I don't know. I like it too.
Yeah,
it's you like Annihilation?
I like it just
listen.
When you've seen it, you're like, oh,
I like it for nostalgia too.
Yeah,
he said for nostalgia. I like it for nostalgia, but when I watch it as an adult, I realize how bad it is.
Right.
But think about it. It came out what, 95?
Yeah.
I was
96
bro. After that.
Yeah.
96, 97. I was 6. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I knew from the very beginning. It was
all right, fucking like whatever. Like, see
the Power Rangers movie I know is dog shit and I enjoyed it as a kid, but Annihilation was bad off rip.
I didn't think Power Rangers was trash when I watched it the first time.
Ivan Ooze.
Yeah.
Hey, the Turbo movie is good. I don't care. I like the Turbo one.
The only one that's terrible from the jump is that live action
trouble.
Dragon Ball Z movie. That shit pissed me off.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh my god.
They did Piccolo wrong in that.
They did everybody wrong. Why the fuck was that Goku?
They did, yeah.
God damn it.
But do you guys, K-Dot or James, do you guys have anything else to add on Warriors Grizzlies?
It's going to be really interesting to see the Grizzlies mature. I also think the team that the Grizzlies beat in the first round, Timberwolves, are going to be even better next year. I'm just hopeful that they're the two teams we can see every year in the Western Conference Finals as Utah and Denver slip the fuck out into obscurity.
I hope we don't see Memphis and Timberwolves in the finals every year, Western Conference Finals, because that would piss me off. Other than that, I'm tired. I'm honestly tired of hearing Dillon Brooks say like, "Yeah, we coming." He said this for like the past however many years. I know.
Is that who I think that is?
What?
Insert big boy meme right here. Is that who I think that is?
Oh yeah. I know.
Ain't that you with Dallas?
What? Oh,
that's you with Dallas.
Yeah, that's me. Because I'm a fan. I'm not a player.
You are projecting. You are mad at Dillon Brooks for doing what you do.
I'm not a player.
Hold on. Shouldn't you do it even more if you're a player compared to a fan?
I can't do shit about it.
Like, he is paid by the organization. He's.
But look, so, I mean, Memphis is good, but Dillon Brooks is like the Achilles heel to me at this point. I understand your point about John Morant and his defense. Cool. But I don't like. I think Memphis would be better if they moved on from Dillon Brooks and got another piece.
I don't think they necessarily have to move on from Brooks.
If they traded Dillon Brooks for Zach LaVine, do you think they would be better?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But the problem then becomes their backcourt is a defensive liability.
Shit, it still is.
I mean, not with Brooks. Brooks is good on D. Bane is he needs to get better. But Bane is fine. What?
No, I'm reacting to a text.
Oh, okay. I was like,
my nephew's on the medal stand. I left early. He got 2 gold medals from his track meet this morning. So my dad's like, he got that Jamaican runner swagger, and he spelled Usain Bolt's name all kinds of wrong. So it's just like,
wait, what event did he run?
I don't know, some 2 length of time on the track.
All right, so he ran the 400.
I don't fucking know.
Wait, how big is the track? Is it 200 or 400?
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Jesus Christ! All right, never mind.
Before the podcast, we talked about like when I raced him last year was the first time I had ran physically in 10 years. We talked about this, right?
And then look, Kim, this fucker here was like, yeah.
Whoa. We got to talk about all that.
Hey. All right.
Fine. I forgot how to run.
No, I ain't talking about that. See, look, you brought that shit up. I was going to say how he was like, yeah, it's your nephew or your cousin?
Nephew.
He's like, yeah, my nephew fast as shit. Like, he was just killing shit today. He's like, yeah, I just remember when I raced him. And he's like, he won the first one. And the second one was kind of close. I was like, wait, how big is your fucking cousin or your nephew?
And we raced like 10 yards.
Yeah, and it was like a 10-yard split. And I'm like, man, fuck out of here. Fucking made it seem like I ran a fucking lap or something.
Fuck that. I ain't trying to have a heart attack.
Hilarious.
And it was a short fucking alley, so you couldn't even move.
It was an alleyway. It's a Baltimore alley.
Let's move on to the other game 6. Miami dispatched Philly.
Shut the fuck you.
Miami dispatched Philly with ease. I picked wrong. I picked Philly in 7. And that did not come to fruition. Miami beat them pretty easily. I felt like Philly would win at home and at least force a game 7, but they did not. James Harden didn't score any points in the second half. He was very much pedestrian.
He took 2 shots.
He took 2 shots. He took
for
2
no
shots.
reason, just to get shots up.
He was out there, for cardio.
He was out there pulling a Ben Simmons. Look,
yeah, they traded Ben Simmons for that reason. Guess what?
Fuck you.
You got like a $50 million Ben Simmons.
I'm on record really, really being on the side of Daryl Morey and the 76ers as far as the trade went. And I've been in the wheelhouse of fucking the 76ers the last 2 years, just trying to make this thing work because of how much I fucking love Joel Embiid. I think I said it on this podcast a week or two ago about Harden potentially hitting the cliff where he's out of shape. He has not changed his game style at all. So when the cliff comes, it comes really, 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 really fast. I didn't know that it was that. The thing is, I don't even know if that's the case. Because
do you think he's hurt?
Huh?
Do you think he's hurt?
I don't know. The thing is that, like, I want to say there's something happening, but the fact that he just felt checked out of the game. And when they asked him after the game, he said he didn't get enough ball opportunities. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think he was taking shots at Doc.
It might have been. He was because they asked him at another question. Are they scheming to get you the ball or something? He's like, no comment. Next question. Yeah, Philadelphia's a fucking mess. Doc Rivers has got to go. He's got to go.
No, he's staying.
They said he's staying.
Yeah. If Philadelphia gives a shit about what it is their future is, they need to get rid of him and need to move on from Harden.
Quick question, cut out for you. Who they replacing with?
So this is going to sound stupid, especially since I'm a fan of the team. I really do think that there could be some smoke when it comes to a Beal Harden signing trade.
No, I'm talking about like who are they replacing Doc with?
I don't give a fuck. A paper bag. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I literally don't care. I'm tired of Doc. I'm tired of Doc. Look, Doc's body language alone, the fact that every time that there's an offseason, it's just him trying to defend himself, not the team, not what's happening. It's look at my stats. Fuck out of here. I'm over it. I'm just done. I'm done with him. I'm done. Doc seems like a nice enough guy. I don't know if I'd want to have a beer with him. I'd want to be on opposing Spades team with him. Like, I wouldn't mind sitting down at the picnic table with him. But I don't want. Doc just doesn't. I'm over it. I'm over Doc. And they really something's got to happen. He's not going to be around much longer.
I think from a coaching perspective, some of his offensive schemes and stuff are a little outdated. But I'll say I also think he's still a really good coach. I just think he needs help where he struggles. And he needs a better staff around him, right? Like he's maybe. like Frank Vogel won a championship, and I think that had a lot to do with the staff that was around him, and not just Frank Vogel, right? He had defensive ace Jason Kidd, he had a really good staff, and so I think you need a better staff around Doc, for sure. And I think they tried to do that last year, but I guess it just doesn't seem like it's helped, to be honest. But I bet you if you were to get a Mike D'Antoni offensive coordinator in there for him, I wouldn't they look a lot better.
D'Antoni is an assistant?
He's an assistant now, but yeah.
An assistant with Doc, though?
Yes.
I'm
not him specifically, but an assistant like that. Like if you were to find somebody who, I don't know, it could be Gentry for all I care.
With Steve Nash.
Yeah. So.
The 76ers got to make a move. And I think that unless it does come out that Harden was hurt, I just don't understand. I don't get it. I thought Harden might suck in the sense of like the ball wouldn't go in the basket, not that he wouldn't try. Like that to me is where it goes to like, what the fuck? Why is he there? And I think what was the only thing to me that showed as far as Philadelphia does have some pieces that are going to get better, and I'm curious to see what happens when they do. It was very, very pleasing to me to see how hard Tyrese Maxey was playing at the end of that game. Maxey played his ass off, and you even see on the bench him and Harden kind of sort of get into it, and he throws the cushion down. I look at Maxey and I'm like, that's a motherfucker that I don't know what the ceiling is for him just yet, but I'm pretty high on him. And the same thing I feel about Thibault.
Let me ask you this question. How good would the Sixers look right now if they had Tyrese Maxey and Halliburton as the backcourt compared to Maxey and Harden?
I'll be honest, they still lose in the same.
I still think we lose.
They might lose, but they're going to get better.
I think they lose, but it doesn't look that bad. I honestly don't know.
You don't think they get better?
I don't know for sure.
No, I don't think they get better. I think they level out. They're the same.
No. I'm talking about like going forward. You don't think they're going to get better?
They need a second piece right now.
Yes. Embiid is 28 with the injury history.
They can't wait for like I like what Maxey and those guys project out for 5 years from now. They need someone now, and this is why like I'm going to continue to.
The Bill thing makes sense. The Bill move makes sense. It makes a ton of sense.
Or Levine.
No, it's Beal.
Levine isn't enough. He doesn't move the needle.
If you can't get Beal, who are you going to get?
Nobody.
But I think you're going all in on Beal. I'm at the point where and this is where Washington's going to. If it's
do you think Washington's going to go? Would
not straight up?
Washington will want Harden.
Yeah, but I do think that Maxey might have to be one of those people on that list.
You think they'd have to trade him to get Beal?
I think so, especially if they give him
if you do.
Whoa! If they give him the contract, then yes.
I don't think it's worth it if you do. This is just me.
Yeah.
I think they still need. I think you get Tobias Harris the fuck out of here, but you don't get rid of Maxey.
Yeah,
you need that third guy.
But they have to do something.
I've seen Beal look anemic a few times.
I get it, but I'm saying that I have to get something to make this Joel thing work. And I have a very short amount of time to make it happen.
Harden for Bron.
All right, Lakers fan, do you want it?
I
am a Steph Curry fan. Harden for Bron. I'm just GMing for that team.
Wait,
Harden for Bron.
Would you want Harden on the Lakers, King?
If I was a fan of that team, no.
Okay.
No, never. No.
Like,
I want Bron on the Lakers.
Who would want Harden at this point?
Sacramento Kings.
That's what they were trying to send Ben off to too, and then didn't.
Sacramento Kings, a team that's
whatever team ends up in Vegas a few years from now.
That's true too.
Nah, they're not taking Harden.
All I know is that I have a little bit of a pipe dream that what Washington's going to do is, because we're a stupid organization, is trade for I'd love to see Maxey and Harden with the team. Like, oh, great. But I see we end up fucking trading Harden for Bill straight up, then just entice KD and LeBron to come here. And that's what we're going to do. It's going to be the old heads. It's going to be the old heads. It's going to be KD, get the fuck away from Kyrie. You preferred Harden as a teammate anyway. You say, yeah, I guess so. And then Bron, get the fuck about of LA. Hey, LeBron, do you have political aspirations? Even though you don't really know a lot about policy? Yeah, come on. DC, it's where it's at, bud.
Nah.
Just sell tickets. Sell tickets for a year or two.
It's not going to be MJ part 2. No.
Look, I'm sorry. If you give me, I know this is like basically rehashing what happened with the Lakers, at least to a certain degree. If I had LeBron, KD, and Harden on the same team, is that a championship contender?
No.
In the year 2022?
Well, yeah, 22-23 season.
No.
Come on. No. You don't think so?
If it was last year, you get past Boston. Do you get past Milwaukee?
Is it a contender, you ask?
Yeah.
Who's the? You got to give me the role players because that matters. Do we got young role players?
Oh, we got Kristaps still hanging around. Denny Avdia.
Let me ask
Rui
you a question.
Hachimura.
Where is Kristaps going to play? What position he's going to play?
Whatever we need him to. He's a team player.
Is he?
He will be here.
Since when?
And he'll play. He can play center.
Bitch where?
He'll play power.
Bitch where?
Where we gonna have LeBron at point. We have LeBron at point. We're gonna have Harden shooting guard. We have Durant playing small forward.
Harden gonna be pouting soon as Bron waved that nigga off. Like soon as Bron waved him off one time.
Hey,
Harden
Stadium's still around.
He gonna not shoot no more.
Is Stadium still around? Kid out, do you know?
I don't freak at strip clubs in the area.
I mean, neither, but I've never been there, but I heard about it.
Good Guys is my only strip club, and it's known as one of the dirtiest strip clubs in DC, but it's okay. It was the only place I was regular. Got a t-shirt.
Oh my God. You didn't
I will say, I think let's just say that they never made the trade, like the trade for Harden. Mm-hmm. I think this is where they would have flamed out. Second round in 6. This is what I think would have happened. So,
and that's my point. I was like, you could have offloaded Ben Simmons the year before to get a piece that you actually need, compared to a Harden who we all know is not going to perform when it actually matters. Like, yeah, the shit looks cool in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, you're not going to get nowhere.
What was on the table for Ben during that time period where his trade value was absolute dog shit would not have been enough to take them any further than where they got.
Sacramento, you got shooting another PG, and I think was it between De'Aaron Fox and Halliburton, the ones that they were going to offload, one or the other?
All I remember is that thinking back then, if that was the trade that they made, it wasn't going to make them significantly better. And I still don't think that's true. I still think that's true.
I mean, at this time, like what? They're going to lose Harden for nothing?
No, what they're probably going to end up doing is just running it back. And I don't know how.
But don't they have to give him a max contract to do that?
Yes, but I also know he's good friends with Daryl Morey and everybody else, and I think they're too far gone to make it not work.
Now you're going to give him a max contract to where he's stuck there.
Here's what I know now. I'm off the 76. The season has ended. I'm out. Look, the Ben Simmons saga is over. I got no dog in this fight anymore. I'm out. Joel, I hope you get one.
You love Embiid. You love Morey.
I'm out.
So you just
the Simmons saga is over. I'm done.
Oh, okay. So look, here's the proposal that they had.
I wish them luck.
It was Buddy Hield, Halliburton, Harrison Barnes, and two first round picks for Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, and Matisse Thybulle.
Hell no. That's fucking terrible.
Why do you think they'd be a better team?
They get worse.
Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't even know it was that bad.
Well, Thybulle, what has Thybulle done? I have
lock up.
Thybulle's played defense.
Lock up. He locks up.
Look, I like Thybulle, right? To the point where I have a bunch of his rookie cards that I'm still waiting to get back from grading. But I've seen the price of his cards drop dramatically. Because
that ain't nothing to do with playing basketball, though.
Yeah, dude. Your cards drop when you ain't shit.
Look, that team.
I'm not high on them as I was.
That team is not as good as this one is. With that,
yeah. Well, the 2 first round picks
they're not highest seed without Thybulle.
The 2 first round picks is going to be nice because the Kings are going to be ass for a long time.
Let's switch course a little bit and talk. Let's give Miami their due.
Trust the process.
Let's give Miami their due. They've built this team. You got Tyler Hero, Bam. They played really well. They got Gabe Vincent Strauss, Jimmy Butler. Obviously, they played really well. They got them out of here. They're a good defensive team and they shoot the shit out of the ball.
And number one seed for a reason.
James, I'm asking you this more so than K-Dot because we already know his answer. But do you think they're a legitimate threat to win a championship?
Yeah.
Top three.
Top three.
Because there are going to be 4 teams left. Do you think they're one of the top 3, or are they the 4th? So let's just say it's Dallas, Golden State. Shut up. Let's just say it's Dallas, Golden State, Miami, and Milwaukee. Are they a top 3? And then give me the answer if it's Phoenix, Golden State, Boston, Miami.
I believe they would be top 3 if it was Dallas.
Okay.
I don't think so if it's Phoenix.
Okay. That's exactly how I view it, James. I think I'll be honest with you, if it was Dallas, I put them like they right here to me. They right here.
Only because like as K-Dot says, like, yeah, it's a superstar. Like, so yeah, we got
would have the better superstar. Dallas will have the better superstar.
I know. So it's like outside of that, Miami just has a better team. I like their culture more. I like the way that they actually play the game compared to Dallas, to where I like the way their superstar plays compared to Luka. Attitude wise, that's the only part I'm talking about.
I was finna say that. No, that's what I was about to speak to. Attitude. Jimmy be bitching at his teammates a little too much for him.
That's true.
He's not as good as he.
That's true. But guess what? I bet you he gets back on defense.
He does get back on defense. I'm be honest. Yeah. When I do watch Luka, I do get a little frustrated.
He pisses me off.
About this. He bitches too much to me. Like he bitches a little too much.
He's not bitching to the right people. He's bitching to the fucking refs.
Like I like it when he like comes down and like hits a guy with a move after some bullshit that happened, and then looks at the ref.
Yeah.
Like that's how you're supposed to do it. That's what Jordan used to do.
I don't like when he just sits there, looks at the ref, and goes like this, and then they go and get a transition 3. That pisses me off.
Yeah, he does that. Yep.
He does that shit too often.
The last thing I'm gonna say about Miami, and you know how I feel about the Eastern Conference.
Mm-hmm.
If Miami gets past either Milwaukee with the Chris Middleton or Boston in what it is that they're doing as far as ascending on offensive talent, and we already know what they are defensively, that to me is not like a superstar just slipped on by. Like if Luka just somehow gets past, if they win this series against Phoenix and they somehow get past Golden State, it's not because the team is better, it's because Luka were able to will them past it, right? If Miami beats either Boston or Milwaukee, to me it just reignites how good a team that is. And that's why I think that I'm just looking at who they got to beat to get there. And it's just fucking.
So what we beat the Warriors 3 out of the last 4 times we played them. The one time the Warriors beat us, they beat the shit out of us.
I hope y'all make it now.
Who was playing for Golden State? Who was out? I should say.
This is January, February, and March. So the one they won was at the end of January. Hold on. Let me look it up for you.
No, I know. I remember it. Draymond was out.
Draymond was out. Big difference.
Who's Draymond gonna? Do you think Draymond can guard Luka?
He's not about that. No. He doesn't. No, he doesn't have. He's not supposed to guard Luka.
No, I'm saying who's gonna guard Luka? That's my question. Nah.
Doesn't matter.
They're going to shut everything else down. That's the whole point. Let Luka do whatever he needs to do.
Doesn't matter.
Who's guarding Brunson?
Clay?
Yeah, you probably put Clay on him.
That would be a good matchup. I want to see that. Because I think Brunson will give Clay some fits. If he gets in the paint.
He scored him a couple times, but I think Clay. I think he that shit he tried to do against Chris Paul isn't gonna fly against Clay.
Oh, he's not gonna back Clay down. No. But in terms of the movement in the paint, like moving his feet, I think he can get Clay a couple times.
His
footwork is crazy.
Sure. The game plan is let Luka tire himself out.
I don't think the thing is with Clay defensively is flying past him. Guards have been starting to fly past him because of the injuries and everything. If Jalen Brunson can do that, he can cook Clay, but I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, I don't think he can fly past. Shit. That's when you're gonna see Trey Burke get some run. Hey, that's a little AI right there. Fine, I'll be the one who thinks that.
No. Fuck you want from me? Fuck you.
Draymond did play one of them, and we beat them by 17.
What was did Steph play now?
Yep.
And how many minutes Draymond
scored? He played 32. Steph played 36.
Yeah, it was full team. I'm not having the 7-game series.
No, they wasn't a full team. They didn't have Clay.
There you go.
Yeah. And I think, did we have And we did not have KP for that one.
This is also what's
happening. Got better.
This is what's happening in the Milwaukee series right now.
We didn't have we didn't have Spencer or Bertans. Like what I always said. KP was just hurt.
What's happening in the Milwaukee series right now with Boston is they're allowing. There's no real way to stop Giannis. So they're kind of letting Giannis do his Giannis shit, right? It is just basically shut everything else down as best as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
If Giannis makes it through this without Chris Middleton, it only reconfirms how great a fucking player he is. But there's also just when you allow yourself to do that, as far as you're the one superstar and you got an entire team going against you, there's nobody in the league right now coming close to Giannis and his ability to do that, to will you through an entire fucking series. There's nobody else, period.
Okay. So yeah, let's pivot to game 7. We're already on Dallas, so we might as well stay with Dallas. Dallas and Phoenix, who you got winning?
I hope Dallas wins, but don't know.
I'm starting. I can see Luka carrying. I can see Luka carrying, but I want Chris Paul versus Steph because I want him to be his son again. And so, but I'm cool with Luka being Steph's son too. So it really don't matter.
Fuck you. But cool. I mean, the thing is, like, we look at it so far this series, the home team has destroyed the other team, and Luka is 0-2. Or now he's 1-2 in elimination games, but he's averaging 40. So Luke can get 40, but we could still lose. It depends on what the other players do. I hope we actually get some from Spencer this round. Bertans has actually been doing work from 3, which is great. Like, he wasn't doing that shit when we first got him, and then also with Washington, but then
now he's worth a quarter of his contract. Congrats.
Hmm?
He's worth a quarter of his contract at this point.
So is KP when he only plays a quarter of the games.
Valid point.
Yeah. So, I mean, just is what it is. Like, we both know this. So, I mean, if Spencer shows up, I can see us taking it. And I think the pressure's on Phoenix now.
I think the pressure is on Phoenix, and I'll take Phoenix by this much.
Okay.
I'll take Phoenix by this much. But I wouldn't be surprised if Luka won, but I'm sticking with Phoenix.
If you win, I don't think it's gonna be because of Luka.
No, that's what me and K-Dot were saying. That's why I'm like, that's why it don't matter who guard him in the next round. Because it's like Luka just who you gonna put? You put Draymond on, he's still kind of gonna get his. Yeah, he's still gonna get it. You just gotta stop everybody else.
Like how he gets his. If he's like just shooting threes and shit, and he goes 1 for 10, it's over. Like he did that and we won because of the other players stepped up. So I mean, I don't know.
I think this game 7 is pretty much a toss up. Give me Phoenix just because I think that makes a much more interesting Western Conference Finals.
I don't think so.
It does.
I'm tired of seeing Phoenix, and I'm tired of seeing Devin Booker.
I think Dallas. I don't think Dallas and Golden State goes anywhere near this long.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep saying it.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the other game 7. Boston, Milwaukee. This has been a great one. Tatum has arrived. He is here. And
sorry for how out of order I went talking about basketball.
Giannis is still the best player in the league. Who we taking? I'll start. Giannis.
Same. Giannis. And it's the same reason I'm picking the Mavs. Really, the Mavs and have the best player. The Bucks have the best player.
I think we're going to be the best team.
I think we're going to get Bucks Golden State in the finals. That's my opinion.
I won't be surprised at that.
Boston's really fucking good, man.
They are really good. They are, but I think they're a year away.
I think they're scary next year. I think they're terrifying next year.
But that's what being a year away is, though.
Didn't they get blown out game 1 at home? Boston?
Yeah. But then they blowed out
the games haven't been close.
Yeah, in Milwaukee, right? But this game's in Boston.
Yep. And Boston's in it. The This has also been the best fans, period, have been in the series.
So, hey.
I got Milwaukee.
I am Milwaukee just on the strength of Giannis, but I would not at all be surprised if Boston.
Wait, so we all have Milwaukee now.
But if Milwaukee does it, Giannis is in the conversation already, and he's already a top 10 player to me. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say about shit. All time, Giannis is a top 10 player to me if he gets past Boston in the series. Now, I know that he's not there yet, just technically, but I think when he gets to, I think when it's all said and done, because he does this, he's going to be, by the end of it, top 10 easily, and I think top 5.
Well, I mean, where is he now? Real quick, just give me a quick guesstimate. Where is he now?
Top 30 to 20, top 30.
So by him winning this one game is gonna what do you think he's gonna end up at?
I think this Boston team is fucking sick. And I think Giannis and what he's doing is the sickest shit I've seen in a very long time. That fucking move he had last night, the spin. I'm sorry, Giannis is just doing. And then it's like I'm yelling at TV. Don't hit that three, Giannis. Oh my god, it went in.
K-Dot loves big men.
I do.
No, that was the way he said it though. Oh,
he squirted on himself.
Oh no, I fully blew a load in my pants.
Yep.
All right. So last NBA topic. Kyrie is reportedly not going to be extended by Nike. Obviously because of just his inconsistency in playing and just the way Kyrie is, I think. So what are your thoughts on that?
Start shoe selling? The shoe selling?
Yeah. Kyrie has great shoes.
So I think that's a mistake.
Kyrie has great shoes. He has some of the best design shoes out.
Same thing I said a few weeks ago when it came to Kyrie, and I can't take credit for it from Ryan Russillo. He's a bad business partner.
I think that's fair. James?
I mean, if he puts shit in his contract that protects yourself and he's making money and the shoes are good, keep it going.
You got to be on court to really advertise the shoes.
No, you don't.
You don't.
I've seen other players wear the shoes all the time.
I get it, but I'm just saying it's got to be built around something. What is it, around saging courts? Like, what are we building this thing around?
Nah. The design of the shoe.
Is Kyrie getting more known about off the court compared to on the court shit? And that's what I think. If you're Nike, you're kind of coming to it. Are you looking at it from a cultural standpoint as far as Kyrie and what he means outside of the game, or are you looking at what he means during the game?
Nike has other shit on their mind. They're going.
Of course they do, but that's what I'm saying with Nike is that do you want to tie yourself to somebody who's not actually playing and doing shit on the court and selling the shoes? Like he's becoming more of a cult of personality. Kyrie himself outside basketball.
At the end of the day, none of that shit matters. If people are buying the shoes, money talks. Especially when we come from a business standpoint.
I don't think Nike gives two shits about one particular athlete in the shoe sales.
Depends on how much shoes he's selling.
Not enough that it rattles Nike. It's Nike. Well, here's what Nike doesn't want. Any sort of tarnishing on their brand.
If people buying the shoes, it's not a tarnishment. So
yeah, a bunch of fucking white supremacists were buying New Balances. Doesn't fucking mean I want them attached to my brand.
And what can you
Home Depot tiki torches. Great fucking movement for the alt-right. I want them. Kadeen's tiki torches. I want them associated with
supremacists.
I'm just saying, like I could Kadeen's tiki torches, and I find out all the white supremacists fucking doing it. I'm like, God damn it! I'm making money.
What are you gonna do?
I want them to be here
now. If you're a business, what are you gonna do? You gonna stop it?
Yes, because fuck these tiki torch ass back.
When has Nike done that?
When is Nike taking a stand
and stop some shit? Yeah.
They have been them taking stands with Kaepernick, them making sure that what it is they've done, and of course, last couple.
Didn't they say that was a money grab?
Didn't who say it was a money grab?
Okay, never mind.
I'm saying as far as brands go, Nike has done a fairly good job. Do I trust any corporation? No, but I'm saying Nike overall has not been completely fucking evil the last decade. Come on. If we're talking about brands that have actually done a fairly good job when it comes to social justice or anything else, Nike's going to be on that fucking list.
I was trying to find.
I don't see where Kyrie equates to that though.
His numbers, but I couldn't find.
Kyrie is a dude that's been attached to the anti-vax
What's his shoe called?
I mean, the Kyrie 7 or the Kyrie 3, the Kyrie 5, the Kyrie 6. He has all of his shoes.
I actually never seen him.
I'm saying Kyrie has become more known over the last 5 years. If you heard more about James in the last 5 years, have you heard more about Kyrie on a basketball court, or have you heard more about Kyrie in flat earthing and non-vaxxing?
Depends on what people want to talk about.
No, fuck you. What is the answer?
James. You gotta let him.
You know why? Because it's like, all right. So he said some shit about flat Earth. How long did he talk? Like that was a quote.
Answer the question. In the last 5 years,
told you.
In the last 5 years. I
said, yeah.
It's so. This is what I'm saying. If you want to be attached to his brand, what do you want to be known for?
All right. So why did they stop it now compared to all like back then?
Because his contract's up. They didn't axe his contract. His contract's up. They're saying, I'm not going to extend it.
So they can't like end a contract relationship.
They're saying it's up. What they're saying is that Kyrie, you haven't done enough for us to say, fuck you, we're axing your contract.
Bullshit. But
if what? It's not a negotiation thing. It's whether or not we want to have a paper say that we've re-signed Kyrie.
I think they're going to re-sign him, but okay.
Maybe they do. I'm just saying I understand them not doing so. I understand it.
I need to see the numbers.
All right. So moving on. Let's switch to the NFL schedule release.
Hey.
The Ravens they don't travel a lot this year. I think they're one of the teams that travel the least. We open up with a tough matchup. We have to go to the Meadowlands. Or which one is it? It might not be the Meadowlands. I can't remember.
Playing the Jets or the Giants?
Gotta play the Jets.
It's all the Meadowlands.
Congratulations.
So we got a tough game that first.
Congratulations.
It's going to be a tough game. I actually do think the Jets are going to be a lot better this year. They made some great signings.
What did they go last year? What, 2-15?
They'll be like a 7-win team this year.
I don't know. I don't
6-7 team.
You think 6-7 wins in the division? It's overall got better.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Washington has the Jacksonville Jaguars up first, which would be a great look for us. And depending on how that shit goes, Carson wins. No, trust me.
I am picking the Jags already.
Here's the thing: now. If we lose to the Jags, it'll be a long year. But at least we'll know everything we need to know after week 1.
I think you. Okay, that's fair.
We went through the entire schedule on the other podcast. I had us 10 wins, but it's the way too early prediction show.
Hey, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10.
Look at y'all.
I can see the Jets losing the first 10 games. They can start the season 0-10. What are you talking about, bro? Fam, what? They start with the Ravens, then they play the Browns, then the Bengals, then the Steelers, then the Dolphins, then the Packers, then the Broncos, then the Patriots again, then the Bills, and then the Patriots again.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Then they got the Bears. Cool. But then they play the Vikings, and then the Bills. And then they
can beat Pittsburgh.
So,
I just did a quick glance of the Commanders. I got 7 wins.
That's what Vegas has us at. Vegas has it 7.5.
Yeah, that's where it should be.
That's fair.
That's where it should be.
I can see the Jets winning 3.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at the Jets schedule because I didn't even look at it. I just think they're going to be better.
They can win 3 or 4.
They can put in some work at the end.
They beat the Steelers. That's easy work.
It's not easy work.
That is easy work. It's very easy work.
All right, fine. I don't think so, but okay.
I'll just give you the gimmies. They always beat the Patriots 1 game, but I'm not even gonna give you that one.
It's true.
But okay. I like the.
I'm saying like the tough games.
They beat the Bears at home. They can beat the Vikings. They can beat the Lions. They can beat the Jaguars. They play the Seahawks. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? That's like 5 wins right there, and then you just get 2 upsets.
All right, I don't know. And
I
then
said 6 or 7 wins.
So look, you said 2 upsets. I can see them losing 2 games they're supposed to win. They can get blown out by the Vikings.
They could beat the Ravens.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could beat the Ravens.
I don't think so.
They definitely can beat the Steelers.
All right. Look. Any team can win on any given Sunday. My question is, if you had to bet, would you bet the Ravens win or the Jets?
Honestly, I wouldn't bet.
You have to bet $5. Who you picking? Who you picking?
I'm picking the Ravens.
Okay. And then versus the Browns, who you picking?
Oh, I'm picking the Browns.
Okay. The Bengals, who you picking?
Bengals.
Okay. Then the Steelers, you're going to pick the Jets. Okay.
Jets.
So that's one. Dolphins, you picking the Jets or the Dolphins?
At home? I'll pick the Dolphins still. I'll get the Dolphins. Dolphins, Packers, Broncos. Then I pick the Jets at home against the Patriots. Then I pick the Jets at home against the Bears. I pick the Jets on the road against the Vikings. I pick the Jets at home against the Lions. The Jets at home against the Jaguars. The Jets on the road against the Seahawks. That's 6, ain't it?
I think it's 7, but I don't think
that's 6-7. Those are not good teams.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
The Seahawks are gonna be terrible this year.
So are the Jets.
No, they won't. They got a good offensive line now. They have a really good offensive line, and I like their head coach. I promise you.
I like the head coach too.
Just trust me. Trust me. I'm giving you. Right. If Vegas probably has them at an over under a 5.5, I would take the over.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start betting too, because I need to make some money off these predictions.
You sure? Because last year he was.
I did good.
You did. You did better than most.
I did good. No, not game predictions. I'm good at the season stuff. I don't do that game. I do the season stuff.
I tuned out for a second.
No. What? Not the game predictions. No. I'm not good at that. Season predictions.
Okay. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, like Ben, 250 Washington won't make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like I'm good at that.
Fuck
you. Like last year, if the over under was like 8.5 for Washington, I would have took the under, and I would have been right.
Me too. All right. So outside of that, I don't like how the NFL is doing the schedule. It pissed me off a little bit.
Okay.
I was trying to make plans, and I had to wait for all the shit to come out. Shit's stupid.
Why'd you have to wait? Why'd you have to wait?
Because the family is planning on taking a trip to Vegas to see 2. We were hoping that they would have 2 straight home games so we could just stay the whole time. And
that's what you mean.
Sunday.
Yeah, but we don't have back-to-back games at home until the fucking last 2 weeks of the season, which is stupid. So what I'm thinking about doing is going to.
Well, that'd be a good New Year's. You go for New Year's and then the week after.
No, I want to be home for New Year's. I don't fuck with people outside on New Year's.
Fair enough.
Y'all fuckers is crazy. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to. We play the Rams on Thursday Night Football, and the week before we got a home game. So I'm gonna try to go to Vegas for that. Stay until Thursday. Fly to LA. Hang out with my wife's family and shit. They live right off of Rosecrans.
Rosecrans, nigga.
Yeah, that shit was fun. Rosecrans is cool. So, and then we'll go to the game, and then I'll come home.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'll just say this for the Ravens, and we can you guys can get your shit off, and I'm done on this. I got us going 13-4.
Okay.
Let me add this because I don't see why y'all shocked. I really don't understand it. It makes no sense. We have one of the best winning percentages in the league since 2000. Like, fuck y'all. Fuck out of here. Who the fuck you talking?
Relax. Look, our teams are not used to going 13-4, fucker. So true. We just like we hear a number, we're like, woo.
That's very true. That's true.
So the comment.
I feel you. Lamar's the winningest quarterback ever before age 25. But
get the words out.
Hey, can you get some wins out, buddy? Get some wins. How about that? You just even get some fucking wins. Hey, how about that?
Make sure the running backs can make the field week
Your
one.
Team and my team are 50 miles apart. Guess who's better? Hey, shut the fuck up. Shut it down. Shut it down.
State. You non-geographical known motherfucker.
But we got like Jets, and I picked that as a win. We got Dolphins at home, win. Patriots on the road, win. Bills at home, win. Bengals split. Giants on the road, win. Split with maybe Cleveland. Lost to Tampa Bay. win against the Saints, win against the Panthers, win against the Jaguars, beat Russell Wilson at home, beat the Steelers twice, beat the Falcons. It's not that far-fetched, really.
No, I think you guys had one of the easiest schedules.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do because we were a team that should have been in first place.
Right.
We finished in last, so we got a schedule of a last place team. It's easy to see how that turns into like, they're 13-4, they're great. No, we just got shit schedule. No, we just got a good shit schedule.
I think we have the second toughest schedule in the NFL.
Y'all will not make the playoffs.
This shit is bad, bro.
Y'all will not make the playoffs. The Chiefs are not making the playoffs. I'm booking that right now.
Well, shit, the Chargers might not make the playoffs either.
I'm going to give them a little – I'll shoot them a little
Denver might not make it either. I think Denver's the worst team in the division because fuck Denver. But
no, Chiefs the worst team in the division.
Week 1, we play the Chargers. Week 2, Arizona. We got 3 easy games all year. Week 2, we play Arizona. Week 3, we play the Titans. 4 is Denver. 5 is Kansas City. 6, we got a bye week. Week 6. The fuck? I hate when we have an early bye week.
That first 5, y'all gonna need a bye week. That might be 0-5.
And then Kansas City's on Monday Night Football, so they took an extra day away from my bye week. Like fuck them, man. All right, then week 7, Texans. 8, the Saints. 9, Jacksonville. 10, the Colts. 11, Denver. 12, the Seahawks. 13 is the Chargers. This is a stretch. So we play the Chargers at home, and then Thursday Night Football. So short week. Then we play the Rams.
Loss.
Yeah, but I want to go.
Go. You should go. But lost.
And fuck you.
Lost.
And then, so the week 15 is the Patriots.
Toss up.
Week
win. Win.
Hopefully.
Beat Bill. Beat Belichick. Come on,
week
Josh.
16. We got the Steelers. 17 is the Niners, and then final week of the season is against the Chiefs.
Win.
It depends on like if anybody's playing the starters at that point.
Yeah, y'all be a good little 7-10 team.
Oh, shut up. We're not gonna have the same records as the Jets, bro.
Good little 8-9 team. 8-9.
Nah.
Washington will win between 1 and 10 games. That's all I need to know. Should we final thoughts this?
Yeah, let's
get out of here and go to brunch.
Yep.
If your relationship sounds like the song "We Cry Together" on the new Kendrick Lamar album, Breakout.
Yeah.
I will add, if your relationship sounds like that song, you can maybe don't need to break up, but you both need to go to therapy. It takes time apart. You both need to go to therapy.
No, and you need to listen to the last couple songs on the album. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Get you ready for it.
Yeah. I guess I'll follow suit. King Kendrick returned, and he is telling us basically album about going to therapy and being a better human being and dealing with your trauma. And I appreciate him for doing that. And that is my final thought.
Go to therapy, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I concur. I ain't got shit else to say about that. I'm still listening to this damn album.
Hey, Forrest. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
All right, brunch, bitch. Gotta go. Peace.